Thanks for clicking on my video. I do have to give a small disclaimer before we get started here. I am a Target creator slash affiliate, so any of the items that you're about to see in my video, not all, but a lot of them are available through the link in my description box down below. I do make a small commission, or I don't know, I make a little bit of money off of these things if you do decide to buy them through the Target app. If you did want to support me, I'd really appreciate it so I can make a little bit of coin on the side since I am making these videos and I really enjoy doing it. It's just a small way to help me and support me. Let's just get into the video. So I picked up some e.l.f. thingies and I wanted to try them for the first time for a first impressions video. So if you want to see what I think about these things, then keep watching. So I did pick up the Halo Glow liquid filter. I did also pick up the Power Grip primer. I don't really use primer, so I'm excited to see how I feel about this because I normally just use Embryolisse moisturizer, which is supposed to second as a primer. I did also pick up a brow pencil, and I don't like their old brow pencil, but this looks like a new formula and a new style. So I thought, let's give it a try. Well, I was sent this. It's a little lip mask, but I did pick up this brush, which I'm not a huge fan of duo fiber. I have duo fiber brushes, but they're not my favorite brushes. I didn't pick up a putty blush. I should have picked up a putty blush, but I didn't. So I'm gonna try it on the putty bronzer that I picked up. Picked up some concealers. I don't know my color right now, so I just picked up a couple colors. A little bronzing palette. I've used this before and I did like it. I wanna try it again, see how I feel about it now, because, you know, opinions change. I already own a bunch of these, but I thought, why not have more? You can never have enough sponges. And my very used, very loved e.l.f. powder. It's the Illuminating HD powder. I love this stuff. If it ever goes away, I will die. Period. So that's kind of like a run through of some of the things that I've picked up. I think that's everything I picked up. Oh, and an exfoliator. I don't know if I mentioned that. So let's just start from the beginning to end. I already did my skincare. So let's just start with this lip exfoliator. I'm not huge on lip exfoliators, so it's cute, it's nice. Kind of just looks like a lipstick, you know? Oh, it smells good. This is the Sweet Cherry lip exfoliator. And it reminds me of the smell of cherry chapstick. So let's just put that down a little bit and let's try it. Immediately, as I'm like wearing through that surface, you can kind of see that it's kind of getting gritty. Before it was very smooth. I don't hate it. It's gentle, which I like. It's not like the exfoliating granules in here aren't super sharp. So it just feels nice and gentle and easy on the lips. I don't know if I'm supposed to just keep rubbing it or if I'm supposed to just rub my lips together. Feels nice. It's not like, it's not overly abrasive. Can I lick my lips? I'm gonna lick my lips. I don't know if you're supposed to do that. Oh. It tastes like cherry. It also tastes like cherry. Okay. Interesting. And it must be sugar? Gently exfoliates to create the appearance of smoother looking lips. Treats and smooths lips for a conditioned and revitalized feel. Apply to clean damp lips and massage in a circular motion to exfoliate. Oh, circular motion. Whoops. So like that. Uh-oh. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. It works that other way too. It says, apply to clean damp lip. I already said that. Mine weren't damp. They were just dry. Use a moistened cotton pad with water and gently wipe away scrub. Follow with a lip balm gloss. Oh my god, lip balm or gloss to condition. I just ended up licking my lips. I hold on. Let me just like wipe my lips off camera. Okay, so my lips, they feel really, really nice. We're not even gonna lie about that. So this is a keeper for me. I like this. If they have it, I think they had it in another flavor. I might get that too. I might actually start exfoliating my lips every day. Not bad. Not bad, Elf. I like it. It's great. I love it. Then I'm going to apply the Holy Hydration Lip Mask. This was sent to me to try and leave a review. So we're gonna do that really quick. It says, leave on lip mask infused with hyaluronic acid, squalene, and castor seed oil for hydration that soothes dry lips. How to use. Using the spatula or finger, apply a generous, even layer to clean dry lips. Apply as needed. Well, I am a Laneige girly. So let's see how this compares to Laneige, because I do really love my Laneige. Like, nothing in my mind can replace Laneige. So there's nothing else on here that says anything. So it's very much like the Laneige, but different. Okay, now I can't. Hold on. Okay, first of all, it comes with a little spatula, just like the Laneige one, except it's more like a little baby plastic spoon. The Laneige one, I think, is so bougie. I couldn't unlock it before. I thought it was empty. So the product matches the color of the jar. So there's product in it. I thought it was empty. There's definitely fragrance in it. It's like kind of sweet, kind of citrusy maybe. Maybe. Does it say fragrance in here? It's the ingredient after the squalene. Okay, perfect. So it smells good. I'm just gonna go for it. I'm weird and I'm gonna scoop it backwards instead of with the scoopy part, because I just want to layer it over where I've just exfoliated. I'm like, what am I trying to say? Doesn't have a taste. I probably shouldn't be licking it, but I guess if it wasn't safe to ingest a little bit, it wouldn't be safe to put on your mouth. That's how I'm just going to process that. It's a little bit more goopy than I prefer. There's a very subtle taste. It's very much giving if Laneige and Vaseline had a baby in consistency of texture. Like, it feels like Laneige on the lips, except thicker and more goopy. I don't mind it, but it does feel, what am I trying to say? It feels like it's filling in the lines on my lips and hydrating and plumping them like the Laneige lip mask does. But the texture itself is a little bit more thicker. So it almost feels like a more similar consistency to Vaseline, but not quite as thick and not quite as goopy. I don't hate it. It's not going to be like my new favorite thing, but I don't hate it. Like, if you can't afford the Laneige lip mask, I think right now as a first impression, this is probably a good dupe for that. Yeah, I would say it's a good dupe for that. I'm not like a fan of the flavor. There's like a very subtle kind of weird flavor to it that I don't get when I use my Laneige lip balm, or lip mask, I should say. This has like a very subtle plasticky kind of flavor to it. But for the price that I know that this lip mask is, it's not a bad deal. It's a good bargain if you, like I said, can't afford Laneige, or you don't have the money right now to splurge on a Laneige lip mask. Get the e.l.f. one. I don't see any issues with it. Next. So, we're gonna go in and try this primer that has been viral forever and ever and ever. And I just, to this day, it doesn't matter how old I get now or how long I sit on social media, I still don't like to hop on trends. I like to wait it out and see what many social media peeps say about it before I'm like, yeah, let's do it. I'm very much a sit back, watch, eat the popcorn, and figure out if it is just all hype or if it actually is worth the money. This one seems like it's worth the money. I have to be honest, I've never used the Milk Power Grip primer, so I don't know what to compare it to. I've been sent samples of the Power Grip primer many times, and I'm lazy. For some reason. They're somewhere in my beauty desk and I can't find them. So I put them somewhere and that's the end of that. So let's just go in with this. I picked up the one with niacinamide because I do have hyperpigmentation and uneven skin tone on my face. I do have some previous acne scarring from when I was a little bit younger. It says, Grip Makeup, help even skin tone with these 4% niacinamide infused clear gel primer. The unique texture grips onto skin, brightens the look of dullness, and provides an effortless glow for perfect makeup application. And then it says, use fingertips to apply, pat into skin, allow to set for 30 seconds to absorb and activate grip prior to makeup application. Okay. So press into skin, right? That's what it said? No, that's not what it said. Yes, it did. Pat, 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 pat. Apply with fingertips and then pat. There's no smell. I don't know. I like to smell things before I put them on my face. I don't know. But it does have like a very crazy like gel texture. That's kind of cool. So it's giving lube. First of all, it is giving lube. I feel like I'm rubbing lube on my face. Are we sure this isn't lube? I'm serious. Like, I feel like... Okay, it's fine, it's fine. So it said pat. I don't even know if I put enough. I'm just not sure. My fingers feel sticky. I don't know if I like this. I just... I don't know. I just feel like I'm, you know, lubing my face up and getting it ready for something else, honestly. All right. I mean, it is sticky. It's tacky. So I'm going to assume that that tackiness means that it's going to be good for makeup application, like to help my foundation last longer. That's the hope. Yeah, I think it's ready. That's crazy. I do like the kind of luminosity it gave. I don't like it on my fingers. Wipe it on my legs. All right. Next is I need to figure out which one of these is my color. I bought two colors. I got medium tan 5 and medium 4. And I'm thinking I'm probably medium tan. This is supposed to be like the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood filter thing that everybody loves. I love Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood filter. I love how it makes my skin look and feel. To me, it always made my skin look and feel very smooth, very balanced. I did feel like it did give the look that my skin is just much smoother. And it's silly because it's very luminous, but I did feel like it camouflaged more my imperfections on my skin because of the luminosity, as opposed to something matte. And I think it's because I'm just dry. Like in general, I'm a dry skin girly. Okay, so let's open this guy up. I mean, it's a very similar packaging idea to the Charlotte Tilbury. Yeah, the big doe tip wand as well. So let's just go in for it. And it's a good shade match. It's very much more liquidy to me than the Charlotte Tilbury one that I felt was a little bit more on the thicker side, which isn't a negative thing. I don't really have a preference either way, to be honest. So let's just buff this in. I'm just gonna use one of my e.l.f. brushes that I have. I'm trying to use as much e.l.f. products as possible. This is one of those dual fiber brushes that I did actually like, so I decided to use this today. Having a little bit of a lighter coverage, I do like using a dual fiber brush. I don't know, sorry, I was smelling it. It doesn't smell bad. It just has like a weird, non-existing but existing smell. Very strange. Not in a bad way. I just like how this is melting into my skin. Like, I don't really feel like I have to do much buffing. It could be because it's very light coverage, or it could be the blend of the product and the brush. I don't know. But I do feel like I just feel like it's melting perfectly into the skin. It's just very effortless. So if you're looking for something to kind of act as a complexion revival product that's within your budget, because maybe you can't afford the Charlotte Tilbury one, I think this is just fine. My issue with Charlotte Tilbury is that she likes to use a lot of quartz and crystals and things like that. So I'm allergic to her magic cream, as an example. But also whatever kind of like reflect tone that she uses, it tends to look ashy on me. But this one, I don't know what kind of color or tone of reflect they're using in this specific product to make it luminous. But the undertone of the reflect, or to add that kind of sheen under the skin, goes perfectly with my tan skin. So I'm already kind of liking this more than the Charlotte Tilbury, which is like, I mean, if you can spend like, what is this, $10, $15 instead of that $45, $50 bottle, I would do it. Period. I'm gonna put a tiny bit more because I am crazy. I just want to make sure I got like the jawline and stuff like that. I just don't want there to be a spot where I've missed. But I do really like this tone. This tone it's great. The color's great. It's all great. Like, I think 4 is my winter color. I wasn't sure. I have been doing this thing where I've been taking my products and putting it on my ears, just so that way I look conformed. Conformed? Conformed. I think that's the word I'm looking for. So everything just looks like it's one. Uniformed. Uniformed. That's the word. We'll pretend that I know grammar and vocabulary. I did pick up 2 concealers. I wasn't sure which one was going to be my color. I have this struggle because I'm olive skin toned and I'm tan, but I'm olive skin tone most importantly. I feel like I don't feel like still to this day there are enough olive skin tone products available on the market. I feel like they're still only catering truly to the yellow or golden, neutral, like peach, and then pink undertones. I feel like there's still a huge gap when it comes to olive skin tones. And then I do feel like some brands that do olive forget that there's warm olive and cool olive. Like some of us who are olive have more golden tones, and some of us have more blue tones. I'm the one that has more blue tones. So with that being said, I think I'm gonna avoid this one because this looks yellow. This is tan walnut, so let's try the tan walnut. Let's see, I'm just gonna do my under eyes. So let's hope this isn't too dark, otherwise I'll try the other one. Let's do it. I mean, I don't hate it so far. I don't hate it so far, obviously. I'm just gonna use one of these new sponges that I bought. I don't have any. Okay, just gonna use one of these new sponges. Maybe I should get it wet. I'm gonna get it wet. No, yeah, I'm gonna get it wet. Hold on. Now that my sponge, I got just the very tip of it wet, and it's just the right amount of wetness. I don't know. I like their sponges. I think they're more than worth the money. Ooh, and I might have let that sit too long. Hopefully not. I'm just using it on my dark circles where I tend to get, I just have these little droopy bags here that I like to cover up. So far it looks good. I'm just kind of like putting any excess concealer here where I tend to have some discoloration and a little bit there. Actually, this color's really good. I'm surprised. I have been struggling to find a concealer forever and ever and ever. Like, there are formulas that I like, but the colors are always kind of funky. For me, at least. I don't know. You might have a different experience than me, but I actually quite like this. I can't remember if I've used this before. Maybe I have. It doesn't go into my little wrinklies that I have on my eyes. I like this. This is, I like it. I like it a lot. I like it like so. I'm gonna put a little bit more though. I don't know. I'm just gonna push it a little bit farther. I like how creamy it is, but in this, not like thick creamy. It's like fluid creamy? Is that even like, I guess that's a thing, right? Fluid creamy. Okay. That's a keep. We're keeping that one. See, it's giving how I wish the Anastasia Beverly Hills concealer actually was. Does that make sense? I have the ABH one and I loved how much coverage it had, but it always made my eye area look super crepey. Probably because it's more matte, but this one, ooh, I like it. I like it a lot. It's my new favorite. How much did I spend on this? Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm keeping it. I like it. Does it have a smell? It smells like makeup. Nothing crazy. It doesn't smell bad. So, I like it a lot. This is great. Amazing. 10 out of 10. Moving on. I think I should set my eye area really quick. So that's what I'm going to do. This is not new by any means. I have a few new ones. Period. And I like them. I had to buy as many as possible because I thought they discontinued it. Anywhooser. This one's not a first impression. This is I love it. This is what I'm using. Period, point blank, end of story. Let me just make sure I have all of it kind of buffed out here. e.l.f. might be my new thing, like for all of my makeup. I've been feeling like that for a few makeup brands. That are a drugstore right now. Like I have been feeling that kind of way. So I'm bummed because I wanted this to be like a full face thing about e.l.f. and I just forgot to pick up more things. I'm just using, if you've seen any of my other videos, Sigma sent me this brush to review it. I have since fallen in love with this brush and I like it for around my eyes, specifically because of the way that the bristles work around the eyes, because they're longer here. So they just get around those little nooks and crannies really nice, which I like. And this powder, like just look how beautiful my skin looks. I can wear glasses because when I go to work, I have to wear glasses. It's part of my dress code. And the nose pads don't eat away my makeup if I use this powder. period. It's amazing. I'm gonna just set like right here and kind of work that up a little bit. I don't want to like overset the makeup because I do want it to remain dewy, okay? I do want it to look glowy still. So I'm just gonna set around the mouth. I don't want to look like I have a greasy upper lip. Not cute. It just looks so good. Look how good it looks. This is obscene. Okay, moving on. My rule of thumb is to always do highlighter last. So we're gonna go into the putty bronzer. I've never tried any of their putty products ever, so I'm really hoping that this doesn't disappoint me. Says buildable putty cream to powder, highly pigmented bronzer, gives a natural bronze or soft contour for the perfect sun-kissed glow. It says using the e.l.f. Putty bronzer brush. I don't have that. I have the blush one. I think I saw it and I didn't like the shape of it. I'm picky. I'm picky about my brush shapes and sizes. What can I say? So we're just gonna try. I hope this is dark enough. That's my fear right now, is that this is gonna be dark enough. I got the color Honey Drip, so let's just hope for the best. It has a weird smell. Like nothing and plastic at the same time. It's fine, it's fine. I'm not stressed about it. And then, like I said, I did pick up the Putty Blush. So I already know I'm gonna like this brush because of the shape. Just the shape alone, they had me at hello. I really liked this flat shape and that fan shape. It is not the first time I've loved a brush like that. I have this Real Techniques one that I've had since I was like 20. You can tell it's lived a long life with me. But you can see it's a similar kind of idea. This one has more of a fanned look though. So I want to touch it with my finger. I'm going to touch it. Oh. I don't think this is going to be dark enough, but I like the texture. So let's just try it. Let's hope for the best. Okay, I'm not picking up enough product. Is this enough product? A part of me just wants to pick it up and then like blot it off. Maybe that's the way to go. Is that the way to go? I don't know if this is going to be dark enough, but that's fine. Let's try. Let's see. So I'm kind of following the natural curvature of my cheekbone. I think this is buildable. Oh yeah, this is buildable. Okay, that works. That's fine. I don't hate it. I've never used a cream in a pot bronzer. I have a stick one from Guerlain that I enjoy using. Yeah, this is buildable. I actually like this because if I want to have an understated contour, that's what it's giving. I like it. This is nice. Okay, I was scared to like load the brush up and now I'm not. Now I'm like, yeah, let's load up this brush. Because my experience with other cream products is that they're quite pigmented. This one I like because it's buildable. And what I do like to do is layer my bronzers and contours, so I will actually be using that powder palette next to kind of deepen and kind of intensify and lock the color in place. That's the goal. Okay. Yeah, this is quite nice. Wow, e.l.f., you've really come a long way. This is like the first time I've sat down and really played with their products in a while. Okay, so a little bit in the temple. I do a little bit in this upper hairline. I don't do too much because I don't have like a big forehead or anything. But I do like to kind of create dimension on the face. And the temple again. This is really quite nice. This is something. This is definitely something. I should have gotten another shade. I should have gotten a shade darker. I was scared. It looked dark in the pot. Like, it looked a lot darker in the pot, so I thought it was going to be just dark enough. And I mean, I guess that is true. It is just dark enough, but it's not enough to work by itself to give me that full depth that I want by itself, if that makes any sense. Am I speaking English? In my mind, it made sense. I'm noticing you obviously can only build it so dark to a certain darkness. So, okay, let's try this. I'm gonna try using a small, this is another Real Techniques brush that I have. I don't have that many e.l.f. brushes. I don't know why. I don't have any issues with them. I like them. I've used them before. I guess I've invested my money elsewhere. Let's just put it like that. I have all Sigma brushes, some Sonia Kashuk, some Wet n Wild, some e.l.f. Yeah. Moving on. Anyways, irrelevant. I'm going to use this little smudgy brush that I have and try to contour my nose. Let's see how that turns out. I mean, this brush obviously gives good precision because it's small and dense. I like the subtlety of this brush. I mean, product. Like, I'm digging this. I just wish that I would have gotten a shade darker. Now I know for the future. Like, if I want to get more, which I am. I'm a junkie. Duh. I know that I can do, let's see, something one shade darker, just to add more dimension. Say if I didn't want to use powder products, if I wanted to go full cream or full liquid, because that's kind of where I'm heading as I'm getting older, is I'm shying away from powders as much. Like, I'm very careful with my powders. And I do find myself gravitating towards more of the cream and liquids because I have dry skin. It's just more nourishing. It makes my skin look healthier. And some people who are aging, they have oily skin till the day they die, and they, they look 30 forever, I feel like, without any help. Which is great for you. Horrible for me. I have to work at it. It's just so easy. And it looks so soft. Like, you can tell there's a change in my nose, but it's not like, in your face. I like this. This is a keep. Keeping it. I do like to put a little contour at the bottom of my lip. I like to create that shadow, that dimension. And at the top of my lip. So. I love it. This is great. I don't know why it took me so long. I like it. This is great. Moving on to the next thing, which is something I have used before. It is the bronzer palette. I'm almost out of my matte bronzer, and I am Poe. You know what I mean? We're all Poe. And I can't afford to buy another contour stack right now. So I thought, why not just try the contour palette again and see how it goes. And now that I'm seeing it next to my skin, I'm not sure this is going to be dark enough. I might have to use something else. Let's try it really quick. Let's see. If not, I have something off that I can use instead of e.l.f. But let's be fair, let's try it. Another Real Techniques brush, you guys. That's what I have. Just try the darkest shade right now and go from there. They're still buttery as ever, but let's go in for it. I don't know, I don't like that color. I don't like that color that much. Okay. It almost matches my skin tone, but pink. Okay, I don't like that. Let's try the more olivey one, which is this one next. Crap. I don't know if this is going to work for me. Better. Definitely better. And then I forgot to mention this is supposed to be a Real Techniques contour brush. Like it's meant for contouring to like, it's domed to get into that cheekbone area better, I guess. Okay, so it's not too light. I stand corrected, you guys. I am corrected. I don't know what I'm gonna do with the other colors though, because only one is working for me, but that's fine. So I'm gonna go into the temples and kind of deepen up the putty bronzer that I used with that olivey toned bronzer. It just looks really good. I'm really satisfied, truly. Like I'm truly just very satisfied. I bet, you know what I wish? That it was just one giant pan with all the colors touching and then you could just swirl. I wish that was the case. I just really hate running my brush over the plastic for no reason. But that's just me. I'm doing my jawline really quick. So I do just the front like this, and then I do kind of work the product. So it's kind of like a triangle. So it's like this under my jaw, and then I do kind of like drag it back towards my neck, like so. And it just kind of helps lift up my little papa there. I like it. I just wish that I could buy this color by itself and not the rest of that. It's great for someone who wants versatility from their bronzers and contours. I, however, do not. If you're someone like me who wants a dedicated bronzer slash contour color, you know, it's whatever. I'll find something I like better. If you're somebody who likes to change up the colors or you do have a lot of color fluctuations, then I would say that it's great. Or if you like to swirl them and you don't mind the plastic. Still a great product. I still like the effect, just not my personal favorite. You know what I mean? I prefer my melt stack still. But the formula is good. Like it gives a similar texture and consistency. I am going to try contouring my nose with it, however. Kind of going over. And I wish it had a mirror. If you've watched any of my content before, you've seen in depth how I contour my nose. I'm just going to go through mine really quick so I can finish this video up because I know it's getting quite long. But I do like how it plays nice with the putty bronzer. I do like that. It's great. Like I don't see it lifting up the putty bronzer or pilling. And that's sometimes a fear that I have. I'm sure many of you have, is layer products. They're going to work well with each other, or if they're going to create pilling or lifting on the face, which is not fun after you do so much. You work so hard for it to all come off. So I do like this a lot. This is great. I think it's beautiful. It just looks nice. It looks really good. I'm very happy with how this has turned out, I should say. Not a first impression, but the re-impression is that it's still a great product. It doesn't seem like they've changed it at all, so I like it. I'm just gonna reapply powder around my nose, and then we're gonna move on to the next thing. So I did apply some blush off camera because I'm gonna be filming an eye look next. So if you want to see that, you're gonna have to subscribe. My next step is this guy. I should invest in more of these. This is not a part of the first impression because I already know I like this. This is better than the Charlotte Tilbury one. I know it because I own the Charlotte Tilbury one, and the Charlotte Tilbury one looks ashy AF on me, and this one looks nice. Okay? It looks very nice. I have the highlight color in Rose Quartz. I already know that I like it. I don't mind the smell, whatever. We're gonna use another Real Techniques brush. Period. So you just squeeze it and then it comes out of the puff. It smells good. So for me, you don't need a lot, just put that much. It's like a dot. Right now I think it could be dark or light for me, but it's fine. I do like a beaming highlight too, so I'm not too stressed about it. But you see what I mean? Like it just like, ugh, it blends into the skin like butter. The Charlotte Tilbury one, I feel like, in my experience, and maybe I just had the wrong color, you know, truly. I just feel like the reflect is so strong, like so hyper strong, even for somebody like me who likes some like a strong beam. It almost accentuates cracks on the skin. That's how strong the beams are. So I don't really love it for that. And I like this because I feel like I can use a brush with it to kind of stamp it where I want it to, and it doesn't lift up the makeup that's already been pre-placed on the skin. And then I can just kind of go in and buff it in with my finger by like patting it in. And it doesn't lift up any of that powder makeup I just laid down. I should have gotten the putty blush or like a liquid blush or something from e.l.f. and I'm just regretting it right now. I should try their contour ones. Ah, great idea. I just had that idea. But do you see what I mean? Like, I got this when I was in my winter color and it looked amazing. And I'm in my summer color and it also looks amazing. That's good. I'm gonna do a little bit on the tip of my nose. I love the tip of the nose. Highlight. I think it's adorable. Let's see. And then a little bit down the bridge of my nose, but nothing too crazy. Let's see. Which I think that's the perfect amount. I've kind of started to go away from any highlight here, but I do like down the bridge of the nose still. I still think that looks really classy and just adorable. I do want to lay down a little bit more just right here. I want my cheeks to cheek. And I have been finding, and this is new, this is like a week of doing this already, that I like to put my blush more right here than up here or down here to like I enjoy draping and all that, but I have been finding that I like to lay my blush kind of in this area. I feel like it makes my eyes look less sunken in. And I did see that kind of a hack on Instagram maybe, and I never considered it for I don't know why. I don't know why I never considered it. But I love it and I'm gonna keep doing it. Obviously, it depends on the tone of blush I'm choosing, but when I choose something that's like my skin tone but flushed kind of look, I think it looks immaculate. The last product, moving on, because we're coming to the curtain call, is I did pick up, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, the Ultra Precise brow pencil in Universal Brown, Neutral Brown. Neutral Brown. I've tried their brow pencils before, and I'm talking about the ones that come in the white packaging, that they're much thicker. I don't like thick brow pencils, and I didn't like that white one that e.l.f. had. It was very waxy. I don't like wax pencils on my face, unless it's a lip pencil. I do enjoy a waxy lip pencil. I think it's, in my opinion, superior, depending. Very thin, very skinny. Uh-oh. Oh, I guess it's not the worst thing. It's not as skinny as some that I've liked more, but we're not gonna say anything negative until I've tried it. I like to do my eyebrows last. If you've ever watched any of my videos, then you know. I don't care that it bothers people. Some people say I'm brave for doing that, and I'm like, what's brave about it? Like, there's nothing brave about it, actually. So I brushed up my hairs. Let's just give it a try. Uh-oh. Uh, is this... I don't know how I feel about that. It's very hard. Like it feels like it's scratching me. So the perk to this pencil, I will say, is you can definitely use it for hair-like strokes because of how firm it is. I was scared about the color, but now that I'm seeing it, this is actually one of the best brow matches I've ever had to my natural eyebrows. This is actually like an insanely good match. It is on the firmer side than I'm used to, but I think that's a positive thing to me. I did have to kind of break up the surface of it, so I don't know if when they sit in the package for too long they get hard. But after I kind of broke up that initial kind of coating that's on the top of the brow pencil, it's working actually really beautifully. That looks really good. I love this color. I thought that their neutral brown was going to be like a medium brown for Anastasia, which I don't like because it's too yellow for me. This is actually really pretty. Like, I like this a lot. And I'm like, I'm not supposed to like everything. I mean, I guess I can, but like, I mean, I guess I wasn't expecting to like everything. It looks so good. Like, I'm not mad at this at all. Ooh, it's so good. Elf, you have outdone yourself. This is so good. It just looks so good. Like, I have nothing to say. It just looks really good. It's the same color. I have very neutral looking dark taupey eyebrows, and this is literally perfect. Like, yes, it is neutral. I'm obsessed. Okay. So this one is, I'm gonna say this. I've been using the NYX one, which is fine. I go between espresso, soft brown, I think is the name of the color, and black, depending on if I'm blonde, if I'm brunette, whatever, how intense I want my brows to look, or like if I need to add dimension, whatever. And you know, they're NYX, and they're a little bit more than e.l.f., I would say. I might be switching. I might be switching. This might be a permanent switch for me. Like, I love the NYX one. It was always like a good dupe for me for the ABH pencil, because I used to use the ABH micro brow pencil or skinny brow pencil or whatever they call it. But that pencil gets to be expensive, you guys. It's a very expensive pencil if you don't get a discount on it. Like, I'm not working at Sephora right now. I'm not working at Ulta right now. I'm not working at Nordstrom right now. I don't have a discount on anything. So, if you want a great cost-effective dupe for the Anastasia Beverly Hills pencil, this is it. This is great. Like, I love Anastasia, but like, I can't afford it all the time. And if I can find something that works just as good, why wouldn't I get the cheaper version? Duh. I still really, really like the Anastasia Beverly Hills brow pen. It's still my personal favorite, but I can't afford that anymore either. So I've switched back to brow pencils. And I'm not mad at this. I genuinely am not mad at this. This looks so good. Amazing. Okay, so that's it for the first impressions. I loved just about everything that I've used today. I did try to make it all e.l.f. related, even though I don't have that many e.l.f. brushes, so I did use other affordable brushes if I had them in my arsenal here and clean and ready to use. My favorite items are gonna have to be this brow pencil. I was not expecting a brow pencil to be so good. Like, I was not expecting me to like this at all because I didn't like their first brow pencil that they launched. So this has been a official game changer. Look at the color of my eyebrows. Look at how perfect they match to my natural hairs. Amazing. But I am gonna have to say that this duo, this combination of the Halo Glow liquid filter with this specific concealer, look at my eyes, look at my under eyes. Look how beautiful they are. Smooth, hydrated, not crepey. It's like the perfect amount of emollients that even when you set it with a powder, it doesn't get all weird. So I really like that. We already know I like the powder. I'm kind of digging this primer also. This is kind of cool. It does feel like you're putting lube on your face. Like, for sure. It does feel like KY jelly on the face. But I don't hate it. Yeah, I don't hate it, but I also don't really want to add an extra step unless I need longevity, like super longevity. So I feel like this will be great if you want your makeup to last 10 plus hours. I just think it's great. I might start using primer again because of this primer. I just might. I don't know. I loved it. I like the idea of this. I just should have gotten a darker color. You know what? I liked everything. I don't even need to sit here and itemize each thing. I liked everything. They were all different. I really liked this freaking brush. Like, I need another one of these. I was not expecting to like it that much, but I did really like it. I liked the little fanning effect, little precision situation. Amazing. I think that, you know, you should go and get these if you need some affordable items that look really good. They look professional. I would say that I have professional results for a fraction of the price, for sure. I'm disappointed that I didn't get like a putty blush or one of the new liquid blushes because that would have just been a little cherry on top. I think my least favorite thing was the lip mask for like the taste and the texture because I don't like Lanolips and I don't like Vaseline. So that's the only reason why I don't like it. And I do feel like it's already wearing off. Like the mask itself is already wearing off and I need to like reapply it already. But overall, 10 out of 10 e.l.f. Amazing. I don't know why I waited this long to try all this stuff. The end, period, point blank. The disclaimer is that I am going to be posting a link below. I am a Target creator or a Target affiliate, if you will. So I do have a little link where if you click on the link and add any items from my storefront to your basket, I get a little commission off of it. I did purchase all these things with my own money. Target's not sending me free products to try to make commission with. I bought all these things to try them because I genuinely did want to try them, and I actually bought them before I became a Target affiliate. Thank you so much for watching. If you have not already, subscribe to my channel. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and do not forget to hit that notification bell so you don't miss an upload from me. Have a great day. Bye.
I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief. Know what I want, so I'll take it on. I've made mistakes, but mistakes make you strong.